Have you ever been ridiculed for your faith? And have you lost jobs or maybe friends? And can you say something to people who are currently suffering for this, because of this?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I mean, I would say that being a Christian in Hollywood, it affects things to some extent, and sometimes in obvious ways, and sometimes in very subtle ways. But over the years, I've certainly lost a lot of opportunities just because I didn't want to participate in certain films or projects and things like this. So that automatically kind of takes a lot of potential things away. And when you're in a sort of maybe hyper secular environment, and I imagine it's very similar at most universities these days, where it seems like it used to be that, I mean, I loved having conversations with people when I was younger. I started working when I was 11 years old on General Hospital, and I loved having conversations with people that disagreed with me and thought, completely different. They weren't Christians. They, just had a completely different perspective on life. And I loved having conversations with friends like this. And there was a sense of love and mutual respect. And, you didn't have to agree with someone to love them.
Exactly. Yes.
And now it seems as though what used to be more common among, I would say, fundamentalist, evangelical fundamentalist Christians, who were kind of known for being very judgmental and intolerant. And it's like that same mindset has transferred into this sort of, I don't know, I guess the popular, secular elite spheres of the world. It's like, classic liberalism was very open-minded. I mean, that's what the whole idea of being liberal is like. It's okay if you disagree and you have your opinion and this person has their opinion. And now it seems as though we've taken a very sharp turn towards a sort of almost fascism against dissent. And so that's a really sad thing, because one of the things I value the most about friendships is being able to love people that we have different views. And I think social media and the media in general is working very hard to polarize people, to make it impossible to really talk and be okay disagreeing. If somebody has a different opinion, nowadays people just throw these awful accusations at each other and just immediately start hating each other just because they disagree about a particular thing. And I just think that that's incredibly sad for society. So, all of those things, I think they're difficult because Christianity is a minority at the universities in places like Hollywood, and but on a personal level, it's like I honestly, it doesn't bother me at all. I don't mind working with people or being with people that have completely different, perspectives on life, because again, I really believe that Christ is in all. He's all and in all. So I've seen Christ in people who call themselves atheists. I've seen Christ in people that, come from different backgrounds or beliefs, because the light of humility is in them, sometimes more so than people who call themselves Christians.
Exactly.
So yeah, it is difficult. There is persecution, but it's nothing to, again, like, go into despair about. It's just part of what it means. I think if that doesn't exist, then maybe we're not really being Christians, because Christ said, take up your cross and follow me. And so there's going to be friction, but that friction shouldn't cause us to judge other people and throw stones or condemn them. It should really, there's a prayer of St. Patrick that inspires me a lot, and where he says, Christ before me, Christ behind me, Christ above me and below me, Christ to my right, Christ to my left, Christ in the eyes of all who see me, Christ in the mind of all who think of me, Christ in the ears of all who hear my voice. And I love that prayer because, everybody has their wounds and their biases, and they might dislike Christianity because all they've seen is very fundamentalist, ugly versions of Christianity. Perhaps they've never actually experienced Christ as the great humility, or the lover of mankind, or the great physician. So, I've talked to atheists, and when they explain to me what they don't like about Christianity or God, I would say, I agree with you that the God you described, and I don't believe in him either. So who knows what they're really rejecting in their heart of hearts? Maybe they just haven't actually encountered Christ. Maybe they've encountered these bizarre counterfeits that really just cause a lot of damage. I don't know.